What's good, people? It's your boy Curbs back again with another video. Um, Another trade recap for y'all. Today, I lost and I lost good. All right. So why did I lose good? Well, obviously I lost yesterday. Considering that, I also um, took that into account, and I was gonna risk less lesser so that I can, every time I lose, I actually manage my risk, right? So I only lost 1% in this trade, and divided by the two trades, I only lost zero point 0.5 and then zero point 0.5 on my second trade, zero point 0.5 on my first trade, and zero point 0.5 on my second trade. And why did I lose? Um, there's no psychological problem out here. There's no risk management problem. I actually managed my risk really good because I only lost two times and I lost less, less than what I usually um would, what my unprofitable self would do. You know what I mean? So like if I lost 2% on this trade and I know I lost yesterday, that could have been worse. So losing 1% is actually better than losing more than 1%. You know what I mean? But obviously I could have I could have been break even if I didn't take the risk. But once again, it's better to take the risk once I'm confident with the trade. That's why I took the risk, because I know I was confident and I executed according to my plan. All right. So how did I saw this this trade? So first of all, I was I took this live. I took this live with my Discord, and the thing is, look, I was also teaching what I know in my Discord. If you want to join the Discord, if you want to join the Discord, well then comment down below. I mean, not comment down. It's right down in the description in my bio. But this is how I saw it. So on a higher time frame at 30 minutes, obviously I was teaching them the higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs. So what are the points of the market? Where is it really stopping and building liquidity? I told them that higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, um, it contains liquidity. All those higher highs and the pivot points of the market right here are the liquidity of the market, right? So it's visible in the 15-minute, giving us a bullish bias. Let me see if I could. Why is it? Oh my god. All right. So 15-minute, what can we see? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And then I marked it out as equal lows right here. We get the lows over here. We got the high over here, gives us a high over here, swept that high. We got another high, two equal highs right here. So we are on this range. Fuck. We're on this range right here prior to 10 p.m. 4-hour candle. So coming down to the 5 minutes, I was just explaining that look, we have all this consolidation area giving us a good um, liquidity to the downside, and it can be targeted. And really, I was I was looking for a reversal since uh, after the 10 p.m. candle, dropping down to the 1 minute. After the 10 p.m. candle, I would want to see a good liquidity sweep on. Wait up. Let me see. I would want to see a good liquidity sweep to the upside before actually leading down to the downside, right? Right here. I don't know why. Okay. And before the liquidity sweep, our model is accumulate, manipulate, and then distribute. That's what literally happened in this, but it just didn't go in my favor, right? I'm just in the losing side of my probability. I mean, I recognize that, look, I should have waited for this liquidity sweep. But my rule of thumb is that if I see two, three candles aggressively, very much aggressive, and it build up a inverse fair value gap, I will take the trade. But what I learned with this trade is that, look, I would want to wait for buy side liquidity or sell side liquidity to get swept first. A good buy side liquidity would be the 5 minute or the 15 minute recent liquidity, and if that sweeps and build a fair value gap, a really good fair value gap, uh, and it inverts that fair value gap, that's when I enter, and giving us a 1 to 2. But once again, we're in January. The conditions are, uh, for my model, is not really the best, and that's why I've been noticing. But the most important part over here is my risk management. I only risk zero point 0.5 and I accept to lose zero point 0.5 because I recognize that, look, if I want to be in the long game, well, then I have to risk less every time I lose. When I lose, so that I can gain my momentum back, right? So tomorrow I'll be risking the zero point 0.5 again, or even less on my second trade if I do lose tomorrow. So that gives me a little bit more buffer so that I don't blow my account. So that's how I prepare for times like this where I know I'll be on a little bit of tilt, right? So I'm gonna have to risk a little bit lesser and cut it in half every time I lose. So tomorrow I'll take the best setups, and look, I literally followed my plan and literally showed it to my guys in Discord, and it literally did what I was saying. So it accumulated and then swept, but I got I got a little bit more. It wasn't rush because I literally waited what 25 to 50 to 30 minutes, and then before I entered. This is exactly what 10:30, and then I got stopped out, right? So 10:30, and then he wanted to sweep more liquidity to the upside. That's why I got stopped out, and then look for another trade over here. I look for another trade around 10:33 because he swept liquidity. I know it was valid. I waited for the liquidity sweep, and then I know, look, I got entered, tap on this. I know there was a low right here and a IFBG, and it reached to this low, but then it just went up. It just went up suddenly, and then I was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna close this since I know I was gonna lose." So, and that's what it did, and stops me out, right? So it stops me out. That's what it did, and the good thing, the best thing that I could do is manage my risk and lower my size. So that's what I did, and I'm proud. I'm proud of this trade because this is the best. This is the best thing I can do in this kind of conditions for me, right? So there's not much to say for you. For me, uh, for me to learn like what I can improve is probably just wait for a good liquidity sweep and really be patient with the FVGs. And yeah, I mean, my markups are pretty, it makes sense for me. It makes sense to me. And it does, like, I'm just going to let the probability play out in my favor. Um, I know, like, my strategy is profitable, and I've been trading this strategy. I got payouts from it. And there's not much I can do in this type of situation is just to accept the risk and lower my risk every time I take a loss, and risk accordingly. If I'm confident enough, well, then I'll risk you know um zero point 0.5. That's the best thing I can do because I'm on a little bit of tilt. If I make a little bit of money, well, then I'll risk 1% again, and then build another buffer, then 1% again, and then just risk accordingly. If I'm on a losing, if I'm on tilt, well then I'll risk accordingly, lower my size. If I'm on a little bit of a winning streak, well then I'll up my size so that I can make more and scale in, right? So that's really how I would want I trade and scale more on the days I win, but recognize when I'm on tilt and lower the risk, right? So there's not much emotions attached into this. I'm just following my plan. You know, even if people say, "What the hell are you doing? You're not really trading," right? Well, then that's your problem. It's not my problem. I'm doing what I know. I've been doing this the same things over and over, and it made me profit. And you know, I'm just documenting my journey. So it's pretty much it with uh this trading video. There's not much to say because I'm doing the same thing over and over. And I'm on a long run. This is my second day uh trading this week, and we've been on a little bit of a tilt, and I'm recognizing that, and hopefully tomorrow we'll see a little bit more improvement and becoming more patient and really locking in and maybe trading my trading frequency might go a little bit. I'll check my trading frequency and not trade very much so that I can settle down and end the losing tilt. But it's not much I can do. We'll see tomorrow. And yeah, join the Discord if you want to trade with me. And peace out. Stay grinding, stay locking in. And yeah, peace.